This week's US CQM Forecast Alert is: look at other aggregates as well as GDP to correctly grasp the current economic situation. December export prices were well below ARIMA forecast. With this, the growth rate of the NIPA good export price deflator has been revised downward by about 5%. Economic growth on the expenditure side was revised upwards to 2.26%. That on the income side has also been adjusted upward, but it is still a low growth rate of 0.58%. Growth rate of GDP price deflator is now below 4%. Headline inflation has stabilized at around 3%. The PCA forecast for economic growth in 2022 Q4 has been stable at around 2%. This graph illustrates CQM forecast of real aggregated indicators other than GDP. We can see the economic growth in 2022 Q4 is supported by expanding domestic demand, which grew at a rate of around 4%. In addition, a sustainable economic growth rate of around 2% can be assumed based on final sales of domestic product. Conclusion from this week's CQM Forecast Alert. First, aggregated indicators other than GDP are also necessary for economic judgment. Second, economic growth in 2022 Q4 is supported by domestic demand of around 4% growth. Third, sustainable economic growth rate is around 2%. Fourth, as long as the economic growth rate on the income side is low, we cannot expect a full-fledged expansion of the US economy. This slide contains additional information about this week's detailed CQM forecast, the original developer of CQM, and CQM theory papers.